Hello! Today we will be talking about reading techniques. Reading is a method of communication that enables a person to turn writing into meaning. It allows the reader to convert a written text into a meaningful language with independence, comprehension, and fluency, and to interact with the message. Today, we will be discussing 7 reading techniques or styles, which are scanning, skimming, active reading, detailed, speed, structure proposition evaluation, and survey question read, recite, review. Reading is a great habit that can change your life significantly. It can entertain us, amuse us, and enrich us with knowledge and experiences that are being narrated. There exist some reading techniques which, if mastered at a growing stage, can help us be better and far more comprehensive readers. These skills might not necessarily be learned as rigid theories or rules, but if understood well, they can definitely enhance your reading skills and increase the quality and quantity of output that we get after reading. So, now let's get into each one of these 7 styles or techniques of reading used in different situations. Number 1, reading technique, scanning. Scanning through the text is a reading strategy that is used for getting some specific points by looking at the text as a whole. For highlighting the important points of a book, the readers can skim through the summary or the preface or the beginning and end chapters of that book. For example, we can compare this technique to looking up a name from the telephone guidebook. When you look up a phone number, you will scan the page quickly until you find the name you're looking for. In reading, you will scan the text to get some points of the whole text. Reading technique number 2, skimming. This reading technique is used for getting the gist of the whole text lead. We generally use this technique at the time of reading a newspaper or magazine. Under this technique, we read quickly to get the main points and skip over the detail. It is useful in getting a preview of a passage before reading it in detail or reviving understandings of a passage after reading it in detail. If there are subtitles, you can look at the subtitles to get a better idea and get your mind prepared for what you will be reading. Number 3, active reading style. Active reading aims to get an in-depth understanding of the text. Under this technique, the reader gets actively involved with the text while reading it. Getting in-depth knowledge of the text at hand is not possible by reading to skim through or scan through the text. Your mind has to be prepared to really understand and comprehend what you're reading. Number 4, detailed reading. This technique is used for extracting information accurately from the whole text. Under this technique, we read every word so we can gain understanding of the meaning of the text. In this careful reading, we can skim the text first to get a general idea, and then go back to read in detail. We can even use a dictionary to find the meaning of every unfamiliar word. This may take up some time, but it is worth the extra effort, and the more you do it, the more you will start to understand. Number 5, speed reading. Speed reading is actually a combination of various reading methods. The aim of speed reading is basically to increase the reading speed without compromising the understanding of the text reading. Some of the strategies used in speed reading are as follows. identifying words without focusing on each letter, not sounding out all the words, not sub-vocalizing some phrases, spending less time on some phrases than others, and skimming small sections. Number 6, structure, proposition, evaluation. This is an interesting reading technique suggested by Mortimer Adler in his book, How to Read a Book. This reading technique is mainly applicable to nonfiction writing. This technique suggests reading as per the 3 following patterns: studying the structure of the work, studying the logical propositions made and organized into chains of inference, and evaluation of the merits of the arguments and conclusions. Number 7, this is our last one. Reading technique: survey, question, read, recite, review. This method aims to make it easier to get a clear understanding of the text so that the reader would be able to teach whatever he has learned during the process of reading. The process involves 5 different steps, which are as follows. Survey. The survey involves getting a quick idea of the whole writing piece. For example, reading the introduction or summary of a book will be enough to get an idea of that book. 2, question. We are not just reading the words or looking at the words, but are actually trying to make out the underlying meaning of the text. So we should prepare questions in our mind and look for the answers while reading the text. Number 3, read. The reader should read selectively if they are looking for anything specific. Number 4, recite. The reader should answer the questions in his own words, using only the key words that are required to sum up the complete idea. And number 5, review. The reader should review the entire things in his mind. Reading is the basic foundation on which academic skills of individuals are built. As we know the paramount importance of reading, it is given the top priority in primary education. Many believe that reading is a true measure of a person's success in academics. Most of the subjects taught to us are based on a simple concept: read, understand, analyze, synthesize, and get information.